At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Good morning and welcome down to Hartley Vale B Turf. It is a very chilly Thursday morning, but the encounter proves to be a hot one. So on our right hand side in the red and blue strip we have USA, and on the left in the white and black we have Germany. This is the women's over 50 encounter here in Pool B, and a fantastic one we do have on our hands here. Ball fired up the right hand side, but well picked up. These two teams, having had a fantastic warm-up, we're able to watch it from the commentary box here, both looking exceptionally fit and ready to go for this encounter. As we said, Germany playing from the left to the right of your screens and USA playing from the right to the left of your screens. This proves to be a very, very interesting encounter as the ball immediately is along the right-hand side, penetrating towards the D. Ball under the shoulder. Can they get the shot off? The shot is just dragged left of the upright. A narrow miss here in the first few seconds of the game. Would have been a wonderful way to open the scoring there for Germany, but a fantastic start nonetheless from both sides here, with lots of very talented players in each of these teams. This is the second last day of the pool stages as we head into the weekend where it's semi-finals, cross-pool playovers and eventually finals. Lovely little overhead skill there, but a good little pickup. Touch unfortunately goes the way of USA's side, and a ball played towards the right-hand side winger. Both teams come out the blocks firing here, looking to move the ball quickly from both left to right. Good long handle there to try and find the teammate on the right-hand side, but unfortunately it's well picked up by USA. Ball under the shoulder, looking to transfer from right to left. Ball now with number 50, who is Polowski from Germany. Great interception there by Captain Elliott. Ball now in Germany's possession. A ball fired towards the D. First time shot, and it is a wonderful goal by Germany. A first time deflection under the shoulder, underneath the keeper's stick. Keeper from USA fuming with her attempt there to stop that one, but unfortunately not too much she could do as the ball came flying across the face of goal, and a first time deflection sends Germany bursting into the lead at 1-0 here after the first 3 minutes of the game. A fantastic start, one in which Germany couldn't have scripted any better, but USA immediately on the charge coming down the right hand side. A little bit of a tumble in midfield, but the ref allows the game to be played on. Ball just trickles into touch. A dream start here for Germany as they take a 1-0 lead early in this encounter. Good little interception there from USA. Unfortunately, the first time pass did not quite go to stick. Germany now with it as they look to rebuild from the back, seeming to be playing a back three, trying to send one of the wide or the halves wider and higher up the field, allowing for straight off the USA stick up into her own face. She seems to be okay, just patting down the mouth there as she bravely walks that one off. Hand signal saying she's all good, which is lovely to hear. That's the reason why we wear gum guards. She's all good and can continue. That is number 25, Clara Ambrose, taking one there for the team, but well done nonetheless. Clara just needing a little bit of medical attention, just not sure if it's bleeding or not, but will hopefully be back on the field soon. The hockey ball is a very hard object, and any sort of contact with face leads to a bit of a cut and a bit of blood, but nothing that they can't handle, and I'm sure she'll be back on the field very, very soon. As the ball goes flying through there, misses a number of sticks, but inevitably ends up at a USA foot here in the middle. Captain Susan Elliott fires a ball to the left-hand side of the field as they look to build up this left-hand side, but unfortunately comes off the foot of Jen Bandura. Now with number 50, Podlowski sends it back to the center half pairing with the ball fired out to the left-hand side. Great backstick receive there. Really enjoying this build-up that Germany are having. Just not scared to go through a few phases around the back, trying to pull apart the USA press. Lovely bit of interplay here using the center link He finds himself in a bit of trouble, but evades it brilliantly, getting out of the pockets created by the two USA defenders. Now a long handle down the field, but intercepted by captain Susan Elliott. Is dispossessed though, however. The ball trickles over the sideline and the ball somehow ends up back at Elliott's stick. Good pass into midfield, lovely arc and turn there from number 19, Pam Stuper. Sends the ball out right hand side. Very good energy shown by both of these ladies' sides here early on in this encounter. The weather taking a little bit of a turn from the first few days of this competition. We're now greeted with very dark and gloomy looking skies. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit and there's a bit of drizzle in the air, but other than that, prime hockey conditions to be played in. Not too hot so that the ladies do not get too tired. Can continue to run with lots of substitutions coming on and off. Should allow for a very high, intense, filled game here. Turnover in midfield though, ball fired towards the D, but well managed by the German centre-back pairing to clear the ball out wide. Unfortunately, the ball to the right-hand side, unable to find a player as there's a clash. Unintentional, but number 23, Beth Montagano, goes to ground there and wins the free hit for USA. Lovely ball in and a first-time deflection, unfortunately not finding a teammate, but somehow manages to regain possession and win a free hit just outside the 23. USA running into a wall of white shirts, unable to get through. That surely wasn't 5, and it wasn't, and penalized accordingly for that. Number 67 for Germany, Julia Winkler, just not being 5. Fortunately for her, it was outside of the 23 and not resulting in any short corner offense. Coach shouting some words of encouragement there to Julia Winkler, who's putting good pressure on the USA centre-back. And then turnover is good here for Germany as they look to set up their outlet, and USA backtrack to set up their press. Pressing with a very high full... Okay, now they're seeming to back out a little bit. It looks like it's a high three-quarter press being implemented by USA, allowing for a potential 1 or 2 transfer of possession from Germany before they tend to cut. So we'll be interested to see how that changes as the game progresses. A little bit of congestion on that left-hand side. There's a flood of red shirts surrounding the left half for Germany, but well done to get the ball back out and around. Good transfer, looking to use a bit of the help side here. Ball comes in with a first-time touch, unfortunately going through the legs of number 15, Sirka Temeka. I apologize if my German pronunciation is way off. I will be trying my best here to get all the names as close to them as possible. But a very, very good tackle there from the USA number 8. Stopping any sort of go-forward ball for Germany. Turnover of possession here, and a ball is fired forwards. A foot race between number 38 of Germany and number 6 of USA, and won there by the USA. And the deflection from the German defender sends the ball sailing over the baseline for a long corner in USA's favor. It's a long corner, so the ball should be placed on the 25 or the 23-meter line. Has to go far before it's fired in, which it does, but well defended there by number 29. That is Lena Trolsk from Germany. Ball is now on the right-hand touchline with an attacking position for USA. Oh no, I'm corrected. It is on the 23 on the right-hand side of the field with a very nice attacking position for the USA, looking to try and capitalize and potentially get an outcome in the form of a short corner or a shot on target early in this game to try and pull a goal back in this encounter. Well dealt with in the corner, and the ball bobbles loose. Straight to USA foot, or stick, should I say. Unfortunately, ball going the way of USA in that little counter attack as the ball, or the umpire showed there was a bit of infringement from the stick tackle there. Ball looking to be fired in, but the ref signals a short corner. Not too sure what the infringement from the German player was in that instance, but it resulted in a USA short corner and an opportunity to draw level with 7 minutes to go in this first quarter. Big opportunity here for the USA. The USA just discussing a brief short corner tactic at the top of the D before the injector runs to go and put the ball down on the push-out spot. Germany just having a couple issues there with numbers within the short corner defensive team, but now they've sorted out, and all 4 of the ladies are now poised and ready to try their best to keep USA from drawing one back. 2 castles set up, a slip flick on the left, 2 far post runners on the right. Who will it go to? Either number 5, Flor or number 8. Variation well dealt with there by Germany. But USA still have the ball in possession. USA maintain possession. A ball is fired towards the D. Foot there just inside of the 25. Surely the ball out wide is the one that's optional. And unfortunately a slight miscue there, pulling the ball a little bit too far left of T-point. Results in an easy outlet now for Germany. So at the top of the circle there was Flor Monero and Mel Emery, the 2 at the top of the castles for that short corner. So between the 2 of them, hopefully some goals will be scored if USA want to get back into this competition. Ball long handled straight into the USA's player's foot. Hobbling a little bit, but that's just one of those that you take on the foot and you walk it off. Number 2, Laurel Martin. Looking to build up this right-hand side. Good long handle and a good receive. A horrible stick tackle here from Monero. But fortunate not to get any card, as it's still early days in the game and the refs are not going to be too harsh too early. Fortunately, that counter-attack or the attack from Germany ends in nothing, and there's a sideline hit to USA deep inside their own half. Beautiful backdrop that has graced this these 2 hockey fields at Hartleyvale here of Table Mountain. Unfortunately, you're unable to see it today as it is covered by a massive cloud. That over there is what we call a squarial. I learned that terminology from the famous Simon Mason yesterday, and one that I laughed a lot about. So I will be forever using that in the terminology in commentating going forward. That is when it gets caught in the hook and the aerial goes sailing in the wrong direction. Ball fired in now to a flat stick, bobbling through, first time shot, misses the shot, and as the stick has not made contact with the ball is deemed dangerous, and therefore a hit to the opposing team, hit out to the opposing team. Germany now with an opportunity just to build it up from the back. Important in these sorts of encounters to know when to go forward with intent. That's a brilliant ball across, and just an unfortunate poor touch there takes all the pressure off of USA. Although, ball given straight back to Germany, and they look to counter-attack through this left-hand side. Ball bobbles through. Keeper makes a good left boot to clear proceedings. Could have potentially left it, but the approaching German striker had opted for a good clearance. Germany now still putting USA under a lot of pressure in this bottom end of the field. The German coach going ballistic. That is a jab out over the baseline, but the ref doesn't seem as if it's intentional, and it's a long corner to Germany. Bit of pressure being applied there, but unfortunately not making contact with the ball. Germany firing one in, but unfortunately it's just scuffed and very easily dealt with by the USA defender. Germany flooding numbers on this right-hand side, so any sort of outlet opportunity that USA get is just being absolutely swamped by the German attackers. Narrow miss there, but USA applying lots of pressure to the defenders of the German side, but a very easily very easily dealt with there to get around them. USA going forward now with Ambrose, who's now back on the field after receiving a little bit of medical attention. She seems to be back up and running with maybe a stitch or two in her lip, but good to see her back out on the field. As I was alluding to earlier, it's important for these ladies to know when to go forward in terms of direct and route one, as opposed to building it up and playing a few phases around the back. Just different periods of time in the game, as opposed to identifying early by pre-scanning where the numbers are and what the situation calls for. Good long ball there, sent down the middle. Finds her teammate, number 33. That is Gabby Bent-Rosic. Ball fired down to the left-hand side of the field. That could go out on the sideline, but does not, and will just result in a 16-meter hit. Good territorial gain there for USA, but now dropping all the way out into a half-court press as USA are looking to keep out any sort of attack for these last minute and 30. But yeah, in half-court press, waiting for Germany to force an error, but a ball is fired down the middle, but well dealt with from the free centre back. Germany going forward now, looking to get numbers ahead, and a touch towards goal allows for the keeper to try and clear it back out to her left half in Elliott, and does very well, the captain, to maintain possession, and a little flip over the stick finds her teammate. Charge down there results in Germany's ball, and ultimately a free hit to Germany. Great crossfield ball, unfortunately number 38 Susie Conradi unable to pick that one up. Just under a minute now to go in the first quarter, and the USA with possession. Just going back to talking about the half-court press, it's a tactic implied, especially when either legs are a little bit tired and weary, or they are trying to force an error from the opposing team. Sitting deep in the field, allowing for them to invite the opposing team with the ball into their territory to inevitably create pockets to turn over. So different, and it's interesting to see the different sorts of presses implemented by the coaches. USA starting out with a deep or high three-quarter press, dropping into a deep three-quarter, and then ultimately into a half-court press. As there's 5 seconds left on the clock, USA will just hold the ball until the hooter will go right now. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the second quarter of this encounter between the USA versus Germany. 1-0 to Germany. See you in a bit. We are back with action here on Hartley Vale B Turf as USA take on Germany in the women's over 50 encounter here in Pool B. Germany with a fantastic early goal in the first quarter, coming through a deflection, giving them the early lead. They have maintained to put pressure on USA throughout the first quarter, but words from the respective coaches will certainly lead to slight tactical changes and changes in momentum, hopefully, for the respective teams throughout the next 3 quarters of this game. Germany definitely having had more of the possession in the first quarter, looking to capitalize and continue to build upon that and getting outcomes and short corners and shots on target in this next quarter. Great solo individual run here. Ball fired in to the D, but well cleared for a German sideline hit in a dangerous position of the field in this bottom right-hand corner. Good bit of 1v1 defense there. Inevitably wins the blow. That is number 6, Margaret Kelly. Kelly doing very, very well there in the 1v1 battle. Just holding her ground, not flying into tackles, and inevitably winning the free hit for her team as USA are able to set up. We spoke a little bit about USA's presses in the first quarter. Unfortunately, a slight error there allows for Germany to have a crack at goal, but well mopped up there. Still with Germany though on the outside of the D. Good save from the USA keeper. Still unable to get fully rid of all the pressure, but ref stops the momentum of Germany slightly there by awarding the free hit to them. Nonetheless, ball's travelled 5 and a ball is fired into the D for a far post affection. No one can get on the end of it, however, and the ball goes over the baseline. Just coming back to talking about the presses, we spoke a little bit about USA's press in the first quarter. Germany, however, are applying a full press, and they have been doing so for the majority of this game. Looking to cut on first phase here as the ball goes around the left, as the ball goes from right back to centre back like it has there. There's pressure coming from the centre forward and the left forward. This seeming to upset the USA's outlets a little bit, which is resulting in a lot more opportunities for Germany in dangerous areas of the position. Ball fired in. Keeper clears it straight to a German stick. Once again, ball fired in, but hits a German foot. Try and get the name. That was number 30, Andrea Brennecke from Germany, who unfortunately the left boot got in the way, and the attack turned to nothing in the end. Good bit of work here from the captain Elliot to evade the number 15 for Germany in the form of Silke Tipmekar. Good backstick down the line. Unfortunately, not finding a teammate, trickling into touch there from Monero. I apologize, that's Silke Tipkemper, number 15 for Germany. Try and get that pronunciation right, but it's a work in progress at this point. Lovely ball down from right centre half to left centre half, just looking to transfer and create some phases. Infield break there, unfortunately, is unsuccessful, and USA turn the ball over. Double turnover back in Germany's possession. Much better realigning here from Germany, looking to create those angles to upset the USA press, which is now back in a 3-quarter press, no longer sitting deep and waiting for Germany to attack them, but rather to put pressure going forward. Good bit of skill there from Monero, who maybe didn't think she had the ball and lets the ball go into touch, but it was indeed Germany's ball. Very good first time deflection towards the D. It's a foot race, but very, very good work there from the USA defender to get in front of her lady. Number 28 there. Laurie, I beg your pardon, I think that was Sandy Binder. Number 28 is the goalkeeper, who's currently sitting on the side, Laurie Miller, but we will see her hopefully in the second half, as the goalkeeper rotation is often that way for most of the teams, half, or chuck a 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, depending on how the coaches prefer it. But it is indeed Jen Anderson who's in goals at the moment, number 27 for the USA, putting in a very, very good amount of work here in this first half. Ball into the D with Germany. Keeper slides out and does very well. Just speaking about her now, Jen Anderson, a brilliant right glove slash stick as she slides out and gets in front of the attacker to break down the play. That ball unsuccessful, finding the left wing, and goes over the sideline for a USA sideline hit. First time pass across, unfortunately they're a little bit frantic there from the right half and centre half of USA, allowing Germany just to keep putting the pressure on in this final quarter of the field. They're going to have to just work around that outletting problem, I think, a little bit going forward in this game if they want to get the ball towards the other end of the pitch. Otherwise, Germany will continue to press the way they have been for the whole game, which is a very high three-quarter to a full press. Both of these nations are fantastic hockey nations in terms of world hockey all through the ages, Germany especially, and USA I know have a phenomenal ladies college setup. So lots of wonderful hockey players coming through the ranks for both of these countries. Ball into the D, a little bit of a bobble on it, there's a bit of confusion, but well dealt with there by number 29, Sandy Binder, back to the rescue, gets the foot, and USA are able to set up, but wanting to go fast for some reason. Works out in this case there with Ambrose, who is still on the field, having had a bit of a knock to the face, receiving a few stitches. Don't quite understand the thought process there, trying to go quickly out of the hit when Germany are flooding the numbers in that zone, but we'll see how the coaches respond to that as the game progresses. Just, I think the game getting a little bit frantic from USA's perspective. Just need to slow it down, find a few passes, get the chemistry going back up, and just let the board do a bit more of the work rather than trying to force it down lines that are often closed by lots of white shirts. USA now doing what we were speaking about, trying to trough the ball around, but the first time touch, unfortunately, straight to number 33 in the form of Gabi Bete Roric. Now with Germany up the right-hand side, a ball is fired across, but unfortunately not to anyone, and the German coach going ballistic, telling them to get higher up in the field to put maximum pressure on USA here. Interesting to see how USA react to this. As you can see, hopefully from the picture, there is very little depth being given between the halves for USA, and that change in angles and direction, that is what manipulates the press. And if that is not being dealt with correctly, it's very, very simple for Germany to simply put pressure on the two centre halves, forcing them to do exactly what they did in throwing the ball out wide and inevitably into touch. Germany now trying to get a circle entry, gets a bit of air on it, but unfortunately miscues that one into touch. Again, USA trying to opt to go fast. In this case, works very well, as Germany have committed numbers up, but it's very small margins for error here. Good work from the captain, Elliott, to help and hold up the ball there for a teammate, Martin, who unfortunately gives it away with a bit of an underwhelming hit there. Germany with a chance to go forward, but well dealt with there by Pam Stuper. Strong blow from the ref, indicating an infringement made there. Good to see that the refs have a great strong hold on this game. Good ball from right to left with Bandura, who unfortunately is turned over in midfield but reclaims possession there. Love that effort there on the diving slide pass on the backhand. Good pressure being shown by Germany here, but well done by Monero to get out of the contact. USA, this is much better from them, just looking to try and build up using phases rather than just hitting the ball down route one. Space on the right hand side, which is found beautifully there by Stuper. Bit of a wayward touch there, takes the ball out of the way and the sting out of USA's attack. Germany now opting to go deep into their half to create some space to pass into the links. Good composure here from the two teams as we've been speaking about. It's funny how that works, but having said that, a ball is hammered downfield and possession easily given back to USA. Been fortunate in that the rain has stayed away, and I'm sure these ladies are thanking their lucky stars that they don't have to play in the pouring rain, but nonetheless the temperature certainly dropped, and no doubt the woman would love to be running around to just keep that heart rate up. Atmosphere certainly picking up at around Hartleyville here on both the A turf and the B turf. We've got the South African over 50s, I think, on the field behind me playing against Argentina, but as we look towards this field, it's a great tackle there by Mel Emery there to dispossess the run of the German centre forward. Great atmosphere, crowd is starting to fall into place here on both of these fields. So a great day for hockey nonetheless in Cape Town, despite the cold temperature. That doesn't deter hockey fans away in the slightest. Good defense there from Monero. Ball goes over the baseline, off of her stick, and it will be a German long corner. Looking to use that right-hand side and drive along the baseline. Good 1-2 there, and a lovely turn to avoid any pressure. Gets past two, fires across. Well dealt with, but the shot comes in, nearly uses her hand, and lots of hacking back and forth, unfortunately, results in no goal for Germany, but rather a 16-meter hit for USA. Ball fired across. That is certainly dangerous, but no danger shown by the ref, and USA free to play on. I would have thought that there was some danger in that as the German player had to duck out the way. German coach unhappy with it, but play must go on. Good work there from Ambrose to find Elliott down the left-hand side. Elliott eyes up there. Ball fired across. Ambrose takes a tumble, but no infringement shown by the ref, and the ball has gone over the back of the baseline to nobody, resulting in a 16-meter hit to Germany. Good bit of patience being shown here by Germany as they look to slowly move up the field through in and out connections rather than a long ball, which is lovely to see, as we've been speaking about the whole time here. Great little 45-degree ball there to number 29 in the form of Lina Trolesch. Phenomenal to see so many teams out here taking part in this tournament across all the different age categories. Wonderful for these people to come and experience Cape Town if they're from out of the country, and to see how things run here, the beautiful scenery that we have on offer, and the fantastic people that we have running these tournaments. So such a fantastic opportunity for everybody to be involved in, and what a privilege to have hockey again, especially having had COVID being such a big issue just a few years ago. So lovely to see so many international people and teams coming across the border. As we were speaking, a little fake shot was given there to show a bit of aggression, but as we were saying, so wonderful to see so many teams from around the world coming to take part in a competition like this. A little bit messy down the left-hand side here, but well picked up here by Montegano, who absolutely muscles BT Spate off the ball, but results in a German free hit. Good composure from left half there, just to identify that there was no space open on that sideline. and rather to retransfer the ball around to create some space on that help side. The ball across not overly fast, but no major pressure being shown by USA, so it's allowed to continue. There's that long ball, unfortunately doesn't find the stick, but a good touch through. I don't know if it was intentional or not, allows for Germany to attack, but a great piece of defending there from number 8, Mel Emery, who's been a rock thus far in this game. Germany once again testing the defenses of USA as they look to try and penetrate up this right-hand side here and then ultimately get a circle entry. The ball fired in, but a bit of a loose ball to nobody there. And USA come away with it after a little bit of a tussle. Great receive and turn there. Bit of a foot race here, but unfortunately Kelly is unable to regather the ball. Bit of pressure being applied by Ambrose now on the centre back, who does very well to get out of trouble there. Captain Elliott on the reverse stick picks it up, but cannot maintain control as the ball trickles over the touchline. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Still 1-0 to Germany. USA throwing everything they can at it, but Germany doing very well to build up patiently out of the back and keep the ball away from the USA sticks. Germany certainly don't need to be chasing the game, so if they can continue to maintain this good structured hockey for the remainder of the game, have no doubt it will play into their favor. "30 seconds left on the clock, and I've no doubt Germany would be quite happy to just hold the ball around the back and run this clock down to go into half-time with a very, very satisfying half of hockey for them, being 1-0 up in this encounter against USA. Exactly that, just holding the ball around the back, nothing silly, but passes like that are not overly helpful in this dying seconds of the game. Does well to get out of the contact, but a sliding left-hand swing from number 2 in the form of Laurel Martin. Unfortunately, cannot get any go forward, and that ends the first half of hockey between Germany and the USA. Currently the score at 1 to Germany, 0 to USA. Be back in 2 minutes.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room. Thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation. And about training and improving those skills. Looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
We are back with the start of the second half between Germany and USA in the women's over 50 encounter here in Pool B. If you're joining us now for the first time in this game, Germany scored a phenomenal goal in the very first few minutes of the game through a far post deflection to give them an early lead, and the game has been very much back and forth for the remaining half an hour so far, with both teams having equal opportunities. Unfortunately, neither been able to capitalize any further than what they had after that first goal. Fantastic work being put in by the USA goalkeeper, who's now been, no, he's still on by the looks of things, in the form of Jen Anderson, my bad. No, I'm mistaken. Laurie Miller is now on the field, but Jen Anderson in the first half has had a blinder of a game thus far, putting numerous shots that were on target, either out of the side of the field or clearing them wide. So USA can be thanking her immensely for the work that she put in the first half, but now Laurie Miller with a chance to show her what skill she possesses as this game goes forward. USA now coming out of the blocks with a lot more intensity by the looks of things that they did in the first half, obviously needing to get that goal back to level the playing fields. So the ball is turned in the corner, but the back of the stick being used there to try and find that pass results in Germany's outlet. Very important that the USA strike next, just in terms of the whole momentum and the flow of the game. If Germany were to score one soon, I think it would certainly put a damper on USA's spirits, but still lots of hockey to be played. Just under half an hour in this game remaining, and everything to play for in this encounter here on a very chilly Thursday morning at Hartleyvale B Astro. Behind me there seems to be the South African, I think it's over 50 men playing against Argentina in a very good encounter there, where the ball is played to the top of the D, but miscue there from the keeper, and a chance goes a begging, but a short corner is awarded in the process for the stick challenge, as that shot was trying to have been got off. Not the best English, but nonetheless, Germany with an opportunity to extend their lead to 2. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first short corner that Germany find themselves having in this game. USA unable to convert their short corners they had in the last half. Another opportunity here for Germany to actually double their lead. Let's see what they can do. 2 castles set up, one with a deep player behind to mop up any scraps. One left, one right. Ball gets fired out. Good stop, good trap. Unfortunately, the shot was lifted and off target. So a bit of a wasted opportunity there for Germany, and allowing USA to set up their outlet. Germany maintaining that full court press, which is working wonders for them as the ball goes aimlessly over the sideline. Full court press putting USA under a lot of pressure here as they struggle to get out of that press that they are finding themselves in. Ball in to the D is well mopped up through a flat stick there by Emery. Bit of back and forth hockey here in and around the circle, which is not what we want to see necessarily from USA's perspective, but they come away with it, opt to take it quickly, and a short handle hit goes a begging. Unfortunately, Monero goes down there, looks to be hit on the elbow. It's a lot of pain there shooting through that arm of hers, I have no doubt. She seems to be okay as she's huddled around by her teammates, but never nice to take a ball on the arm. She's up, and great to see the fact that she is able to play on, as she has been a very important part of USA's game so far, providing a lot of good midfield work for her team. Long handles one, unfortunately straight into the traffic of 3 white shirts, and Germany now have the ball. First touch goes the way of her teammate. I'm not sure how intentional that was, but it worked out in the end. Germany having a little 1v1 tussle, but USA come away with it there in the corner. Poor basics there, hitting the foot, unfortunately, of the captain, Elliott. Great bit of skill there, running down the right-hand side, looking to continue the run. It's Tip Kemper. Unfortunately, gets dispossessed there by Emery, who does very well. Has had also a fantastic game so far as a centre-back for USA. Just seems like Germany have got so many numbers on this field, the way in which they're flooding each and every ball that is played to a USA stick. Full press continues to work wonders for them, but a good pass across the face of the goal. A bit of a risky one, but worked out very well to change the play from the right-hand side, or the left-hand side, to the right. Good composure there to put the ball on the foot. Well done there from Pucha, or Puka. Not sure if I pronounced that one right. That one should have been easier as it's coming from a USA team, but still working on it in the commentary box here. Just feel as if USA are trying to force it a little bit, using or opting to use that long handle out of the back, which is playing right into Germany's hands. At the moment, Germany not needing to do any major forcing of it, as they are being presented with a lot of ball coming out of the back. USA trying to clear the line and gain some territorial possession. Ball now with Mel Emery. As a 16, she looks to line up a right-hand side pass, which she does. Little ball down the line, unfortunately, is lifted, created some danger, and the ball is now with Germany in the attacking half. Good turn there, but bit of a breakdown. Ball into the circle, looking for that outcome. Good save, but a follow-up is also saved. Can they put the ball in the back of the net? And they do. A fantastic team goal there from Germany. A little bit scrappy in and around the keeper's pads, but that is what the forwards are there to mop up of. Any scraps coming off of the keeper's pads should be snapped up by a centre forward lurking nearby. And in this case, this was the case in this instance. So well done there to Germany to doubling their lead, but USA immediately breaking down the middle of the field, but is turned over. Ball now with Kelly at the top of the circle. Raises the hand as if there was some foot infringement, but USA maintain the ball. Ball's fired in, but unfortunately it's wide. So apart from horrific English from me there about 30 seconds ago, what I was trying to say was fantastic work there from the strikers to be tenacious in and around the pads there of the keeper. Any sort of bobbly ball that is kicked off needs to be snapped up fast, and the ball was put into the back of the goal box to double the lead for Germany and give them that extra bit of breathing room that they so desperately needed. Well mopped up there from Germany, looking to find the crossfield ball, and it is very good work, but unfortunately there's just no numbers for Germany, so the ball is needing to be held up, which it is done very well. Ball with now Kirchhoff back into the middle, and Germany doing really well to recycle here. Very, very nice little under the shoulder there from number 19 in the form of Pan Stupa for USA. Good bit of skill there. That one goes over the baseline, and it's a long corner to USA. You have to just keep backing USA to try and pull a goal through here, but they just haven't had the opportunities that Germany have had so far in this game. They need to stay patient, they need to stay positive, and they need to stay intense with everything they do going forward now in this next 8 minutes of this half and the 15 or 17 and a half minutes in the final quarter. You feel that USA need to strike next to try and halve the deficit, to give them some opportunity to draw this game level. Backing in there, unfortunately, was unable to get any result there, as the ball is now fired back to USA deeper in their half. Very good 1v1 battle there, but Germany come away with it. No, there's a turnover, but it's now with Ambrose Ball fired in, but unfortunately no one on the far post. USA will probably be getting slightly frustrated that their forwards probably aren't in the correct zones which they've been speaking about. They're looking for that longer ball, but there's just no one posting up or on that far post in the correct zones. Important that USA just maintain that composure. Even though they're looking to go forward with intensity, they can't just be throwing long, aimless balls into the D, hoping that someone's going to be picking up on the end of it. This is better from USA though, looking to build up great behind the back receive into the D. The infringement was just outside, that's why it's no penalty corner, but this is better from USA, looking to build up, looking to play the game in the opposition half, giving themselves as many opportunities as they can to get an outcome. Little bubbly ball is picked up very nicely and sent out wide. Danger well avoided there by Germany. Call coming from the opposite side of the field for the blocking of one player by another in the team. In that case, sorry for the slight confusing explanation, but if there's a case where two players in the same team run across each other and the defender is unable to get or to make a tackle, an infringement is then... Oh! Good effort there from USA. This is much better from them as they're looking to try and post up and get in front of their player or the opposing number to get something on target. In that case, unfortunately, just hitting the sideboard of the goal on the outside, so 16 will be set up by Germany. The word I was looking for earlier was obstruction if the two players were blocking the defender from making a tackle. But again, you feel as if the momentum is slightly moving in USA's favor as Germany are sitting deeper and allowing America to just attack them with a little bit more grit and intensity this time around. USA just need to be patient and they need to try and capitalize here. A whole host of possession in the opposite half. You need to try and will get a goal as a result of it, and if they don't, it might hurt the spirits a little bit. But USA again come away with the ball here, looking to go forward, and indeed they win the free hit here on the right hand side, right underneath the commentary box. It's currently with number 29, Sandy Binder. Had a great game so far with the bandana on her head. Good ball there from Loyola. Good movement there from the centre back, just providing an extra passing option deep in her own half. But the problem is over here is there's a lot of red numbers or red shirts swarming this German defense. Doing very well, number 19, Pam Stuper, playing a little bit around on the ground with her knees there, but eventually USA come away with it. Much better from the team in red here. Ball has to go 5. I'm surprised that that wasn't potentially a bit of advantage being played there, but the ball has to go 5 before it goes into the D. It cannot simply go straight from a point inside the 25 into the D. That is an infringement and will result in a free hit to the opposite team. Germany now with a bit of space to work on this right-hand side, inside and outside. Good bit of work done there by the number 15 in the form of Tip Kemper. Good step there from the centre back. Adidas stick and pink grip, showing that she's boss in the middle of the field. Despite Germany soaking up a lot of pressure, USA unable to get a result of that pressure being applied, and Germany will be very happy. They don't mind sitting back, throwing numbers behind the ball, and making sure that they're meeting the USA forwards outside the D. If they're soaking up pressure, it means that they're eating up time in this game. So more than happy to do so, as this ball from the overhead unfortunately is not a good one, and the German side come away with it here, looking to attack down the left-hand side. The vision was there, unfortunately the execution was not, and USA managed to reclaim possession. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter and everything to play for between these two teams, with USA marching down the field here. Well snapped up by the German left half. Susie Conradi having a very good game so far at left half for her team. Just a bit of protection here from Germany, keeping the ball out of the reach of the USA players, running the clock down. With a 2-goal cushion, this is all you can ask for from Germany, doing the basics very well, stringing the pass together. Ball moves way faster than any player, no matter what age you are. So why not let the ball do the work? Famous saying that the ball never sweats is very, very true. It might be cliche, but it's something that coaches continue to drill into players from a very young age. So good to see that the ladies are doing just that. But there's a slight turnover over here, and USA come away with it in the middle of the field, just outside the 25. The ball no doubtly going to be fired into the D, looking for a far post runner. As it is, unfortunately, Ambrose cannot get on the back of that one. The long ball coming out the back, gets a touch of the USA stick, but unfortunately cannot be regathered, and a bit of stick contact in the middle goes the way of USA. They play it quickly and looking to use this right-hand side. Have to try and get an outcome here before the end of this first quarter, which has 1 minute and 30 seconds left in it. Don't want to leave it all down to the last 15 or 17 and a half minutes as we're playing in this tournament. Ball fired in there. First time shot, can she get it away? Ambrose unfortunately cannot get on the back of it. A very, very good piece of vision there from the number 2 in the form of Laurel Martin, looking under the shoulder to find her forward partner in Clara Ambrose, who just cannot unfortunately get on the end of that one. Would have been a fantastic opportunity to draw one back, but Germany, by the skin of their teeth, get away with one there. Bit of time and space up this right-hand side. Yeah, just looking to run the clock down with 50 seconds to go. Very good little piece of interplay with the 1-2. And the right forward is found. Ball in. Can we get a touch on it? That looked like a foot potentially. Ref's whistle was in the mouth, but lets it go through, and it's a long corner to Germany. Lovely bit of link-up play there along the right-hand side with a 1-2 and then finding the forward that is posting up. This is really, really good hockey to see, especially as the legs are starting to get slightly heavier as the game goes on. This is where the communication element becomes exceptionally important. Short corner is found from Germany as the ball gets put onto the left foot of, I will get a name for you now, but the left boot was found, and a short corner is awarded to Germany as the third, or the end of the third quarter is sounded there by that very, very loud horn below us. What an opportunity this would be for Germany to take their lead to 3. Each and every one of the players in the German side situated around the D other than the keeper, as the ball has to stay with inside the dotted line. Ball is out. Stop is good, the shot is good, the save is even better, and it is flicked wide to end the third quarter here on Hartleyvale B. It is Germany 2, USA 0. been a fantastic game so far with end-to-end hockey the whole way through. Germany, however, leading 2-0, courtesy of 2 fantastic outfield goals. Looking to continue to apply the pressure here in the form of Andreas Milas up the left-hand side. Germany having played probably the slightly better hockey of the 2 teams and obviously being rewarded for it in the form of their 2 goals that they've had. USA having to come out of the box firing in this final quarter to try and pull the score back to something in which is competitive, or competitive is probably the better word. 2 very stern team talks, both from Germany and from the USA below the commentary box here in the break. Obviously the coaches identifying what changes need to be made in terms of tactical as well as personnel. That unfortunately is a miscue there and gives possession immediately to USA. Kelly looking for that long ball forward, but is broken down in the process. That ball is unfortunately too hard there by Stupa onto the left-hand side, and Germany will now be able to build up from this right-hand side. Their right-hand side, USA left-hand side. But just to go back in terms of the game as a whole, Germany certainly having more of the opportunities. The keeper, however, from the USA, both keepers, Jen Anderson and Laurie Miller, both having phenomenal games so far, but unfortunately 2 going past them as a result of some poor marking in the circle has led them to be 2 goals down in this encounter. But still, with 15 minutes to play, there is a lot that can still happen in this game. USA need to score next, however you feel, to put any sort of pressure on this German side. Germany doing the basics very well in this game, just holding the ball, stringing passes together, eliminating any sort of press that USA might be trying to implement on them. Lovely little drop back pass. Ball fired down the left-hand side. That looked like to be a foot. It is indeed. And Germany have a free hit inside the attacking half. Lovely ball down the left-hand side, looking to drive and get a circle entry on the left here, but well cleared out from, it seems to be Mel Emery, who's had a storming game at the back today for USA. Now with Ambrose on the left-hand side, looking up to try and find some runners, and finds one in the middle in the form of Laurel Martin, looking to change the point of attack from right to left, or left to right. Now with Stupa, looking for that long ball in. Long ball comes, but unfortunately straight to the free centre half's stick from Germany. A lot of space here for Germany, but the numbers just lacking. 2 versus 3, but a fantastic turn to eliminate her mark, or her defender. An outcome in that is surely coming from this. Defenders done very, very well there to keep the feet out of the way and get a good, firm push pass out to the side to allow her teammates to filter back in. Some very good counter covering being shown from both teams. Yeah, it's important that if there is counter-attack hockey, which you'll see much more of now in these last few minutes as the game starts to open up, very important that both teams are sagging back to hold the middle of the field on those counter, or in the form of the counter cover. So just to hold route 1 to allow the players to filter in around them on the outsides is the best way in which to set up any sort of defensive structure as the game gets slightly more loose. Lovely little arc on the reverse stick there, and a ball fired downfield to absolutely no one other than a German forehand. Fortunately, USA having to take these risks, which means forcing the ball down the field, but unfortunately for them, there aren't enough forwards that are getting on the end of it. There's a slight disconnect between the forwards and the midfielders in the USA side at the moment. Funny enough, the forwards finding themselves in the midfield line, meaning that there is no real major threat up front for them. But Germany, however, doing very well to manage both of those lines. First time touch there from Ambrose. Unfortunately doesn't find her teammate, but Kelly takes a bit of a tumble there on the floor. Very upset with herself for being unable to get a stick onto that one, but nonetheless, She needs to get up and help her team out here as she's not injured. Show of her hand seems like she was fine. Nothing there other than a little bit of a frustrated ego. Good work there from the captain, but unfortunately hit her foot in the process. So Germany have an opportunity once more to attack with just 12 minutes left in the game. The wind certainly starting to pick up here at Hartleyville, so apologies for any noise or excess noise in the microphone. We're trying to keep it as sheltered as possible, but with the wind picking up the way that it always does at Hartleyville, it is sometimes quite difficult. The captain, Elliot, trying to first time one down the line, which is unsuccessful, giving the ball and the possession straight back to Germany, which is exactly what they would be wanting at this point. I'm sure the coach of the German side, Philipp Wenzel, very happy with the performance from his ladies today, but there's still a job to do here with just over 10 minutes left in this game. Lovely little bunt there up the right-hand side. Ball in the middle, looking to go down the pipe. Unfortunately met from a good strong challenge there by Monero. She comes away with the ball there. Needs to look to go fast here, up the right-hand side. Bit of space and time. Can she get the pass away? Lovely little infield ball there to Martin. Good communication coming from the line below. As we spoke about earlier, as the game, that's a foot. As the game gets deeper and the legs get tighter, more tired, probably better English, the communication needs to be more clear and more precise coming from the line behind, just to organize and arrange the line in front. USA looking to fire one in. No one can get on the end of it. Monero trying to just run in as a bit of a last minute attempt there to try and get something on it, but unfortunately USA unable to fill the zones in the 9-yard area, resulting in that ball just very casually being left by the German goalkeeper for a 16. Great strike. Good territorial possession gain there for Germany, looking to play in the opposite half for these final few minutes or 9 minutes of the game. We're not quite in a position to say few minutes yet, but for the last portion of this game, it's important that Germany try and play most of the hockey in the opposing or their attacking half, just to keep USA under the pump whilst they have that 2-goal lead. Unfortunately, that one goes a bit wayward and it's picked up at the top of the D. Can we get the shot off? Time and space. Great bit of defending there from the USA centre half. Strange portion, not a strange portion in the game here, but an important portion of the game here for Germany. This is the point in the game. They're 2-0 up. You often hear that 2-goal trap. It's a very real thing, and this is the time in the game where you don't want to let off the accelerator, but you need to make sure that you're just doing things with a calm head. Germany opting to still stay in that full press to put USA under maximum amount of pressure. Ambrose looks across the field, doesn't find a player, but looks up again and long handles one all the way to Lawler. Good touch there from number 38 with a little fist pump from Germany. This means a lot to her and her team, and as it should. It's a very, very important competition for all of these ladies and men playing for your country at the highest level at their age. So really, really good to see the level of enthusiasm and excitement that is all around this tournament at the moment. Breakdown just outside the 5-meter mark allows USA to take it quickly. You feel USA have to try and get an outcome here, whether it's a shot on target, whether it's a short corner or a goal. But as the time starts to tick away Germany just coming away with that one and allowing them to eat away at a few more minutes here as they set up for their 16-meter hit. Lovely backhand receive there from Monero as she finds Ambrose, who passes it inside but unfortunately gets turned over. Bit of space now for Germany along this left-hand side if the pass goes through. Unfortunately cannot maintain control and USA reclaim possession. Super Susie, the shot from the coach, and rightly so, number 38. Susie Conradi has had a fantastic game at left half, as we've been saying the whole way through. Hopefully she can help take her team over the line in these final 6.5 minutes. But USA is still pressing very hard as they have a ball just in the corner for a long corner. Fantastic to see the commitment levels of all of these ladies here deep into this game. Tired legs, I'm sure, but nonetheless playing for their country and doing a very good job at it, making sure that they're pushing through right till that final whistle goes. Love the energy, love the effort. Hockey is the winner. Ambrose picks the ball up in midfield, has a look up, can't find anyone. Good little turn and receive. Looks to long handle it to her left forward, who gets broken down in between. Ambrose again with the ball, looking to try and make something happen here. Another long handle. Again, one USA player in the D. It's not what you need when you're trying to get outcomes. You have to start flooding the circle with red shirts. Otherwise, any long shot that's going in is just going a-begging. Fortunate touch there for Germany as it's cleanly picked up, and a hoof downfield to gain some much needed territorial possession for Germany. Germany doing a brilliant job at eating up all of this pressure, soaking it up, sitting back, making the right tackles at the right time, and ultimately stopping USA from getting any outcomes going forward into this game. Bit of danger there being shown from that overhead, resulting in USA and Super Susie again with a fist pump, doing wonderful work once more for her team. Long handle towards the D that comes off a foot there of Monero, just on the dotted line, with Germany looking to try and upgrade to a short corner to extend their lead to 3 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this encounter. Circle entry is vital at this stage here, but Monero with a very, very good low left hand to dispossess the German striker. Poor touch there, allows for a turnover, and Germany can start flooding numbers towards the D, but unfortunately the ball just trickles away from her into touch. Bit of danger there being shown by the umpire, and immediately possession back in Germany's favor. Good run forward, looking to get something out of it, but runs into the solid defense there of number 19, Pam Stuper, at the top of the circle. Germany happy to take their time here, just to slow the game down as there's only 3 minutes left in this encounter. Good bit of work there from the center link, just to keep the ball out of contact. Could have let a bit of advantage go, but the blow initially was for the foot just outside of the dotted line here. Now with Super Susie, who takes it quickly, plays it, didn't go 5. That's a silly error there, has to go 5. When you're inside the 23, whether you're going towards goal or passing to a player, needs to travel those 5 meters. Long handle being picked up, but unfortunately coming off the right boot of the German center link. Allows for USA to keep going up the field. A brilliant long handle ball found there by Lauren Martel, picked up, traveling towards a D, and a short corner is awarded. A brilliant piece of skill there between, I think it was Lola who played the ball, and Martin who picked that up. Really good direct hockey here in the dying minutes of the game. USA, you feel, have to put this one in the back of the net to have any chance of leveling the scores in these final 2 minutes of this fantastic encounter between Germany and the USA in the women's over 50 campaign here at Hartleyvale B in Pool B. As we're playing 17.5-minute quarters, there is running time, so there's no stoppages or anything like that unless there's potential injury, but even that, there's still running. The time continues to run. 1 minute and 20 seconds as the ball comes out. It is now with Monero, who tries to play for a far post deflection, and the touch from the captain goes wide outside the left hand upright, and unfortunately a chance goes a begging there for USA, and you feel that that might have been the final grasp of a straw that they did have. USA nonetheless trying to press full here, but with only 1 minute to go and a 2-goal deficit to overcome, you feel that the mountain that they're climbing is getting a touch steep. Good bit of skill there, but unfortunately, or fortunately for Germany, a tactical little breakdown in the feet there results in some more time being eaten up, as German players are running off and on the side here. Big smiles on their faces as the game is almost set and done here, and 3 points will be going the way of Germany. 30 seconds remaining in this encounter. Ball with Monero, ball forward, finds the flat stick of this German free center half. 10 seconds remaining in this game. Ball played through, a brilliant ball, could have potentially got there, but happy to let it go over the baseline. What a fantastic victory here for Germany over USA on Hartleyvale B as they progress to the next stage. Victorious. Wonderful game of hockey on display here at Hartleyvale B on this Thursday morning. Germany 2, USA 0. That's all for now.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people. It's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.